Hello, this is Bill Webb, aka BillyIndiana. Today I'm going to try to go back in time a little bit and talk about some games that I played back in March, April, and May of 2025. Busy spring and beginning of summer, lots of travel, lots of school stuff, and so didn't get around to putting videos out in those 3 months. Also only had 39 gameplays in those 3 months total. And so with it not being very many games, I thought I'd just do it all in one lump sum and then pretty soon be putting out a June video where I had 35 games just in that month. And then shortly, in just a week or so, be filming the one for July. I'm already over 70 gameplays in July, so July's been very good to me in that regard. But let's look back at March, April, and May. If you want to see those 39 gameplays, hear a little bit about some of my favorites, stay tuned. All right, so I'm going to use BGG. You can see here are the 23 games that I played, 39 gameplays of. I'm going to recap them in reverse order from least played to most, highlight a few things, go over some of them pretty quickly. So let's start with Windmill Valley. Windmill Valley has these really nice meeples, wind meeples. And then it's just got a really fun board game mechanism where they've got these gears that you're spinning and you can upgrade the abilities that those gears represent. Here's a little bit more of a close-up of those gears and the tiles that fit inside. This is a game that I was really looking forward to, and I did enjoy my gameplay. I was, to be honest, slightly disappointed and didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would, but I only played it the one time. And so it might have been my mood that night, could have been a lot of things. So I'd like to try it again. I don't think it's on BGA. I haven't actually looked, but that was with the physical board game and did enjoy that playing with some friends who taught us. The next up is Wild Tiled West, which is by Paul Denon and a Direwolf game production. And I love Western themes, and so this was a nice one in terms of theme. It also has some really cool different meeples, different shapes of meeples, and that polyomino arrangement. So you can see some of the meeples here, the cow meeples and other things, boots that come out. I think there were cows, gold nuggets, but you can see the polyomino shapes that are being placed and trying to pattern out here. And I really did very much like Wild Tiled West. Both of those games new to me in this this month or this springtime. Splendor played just on BGA, I think. Might have played that one in person. I can't. No, I did. We did play that in person with some friends. Enjoyed it. Haven't played it in a long time, but that's one that most people are familiar with. Played Potion Explosion on BGA and enjoyed that one. I've never played that one with the physical version. I'd like to try that sometime. My Little Scythe with the Pie in the Sky expansion. I'm actually trying to get enough gameplays for this one to put out a review, which hopefully we'll be able to do here during the summer. I played My Little Scythe with the grandkids 3 or 4 times, but only got to play with the expansion once. Now I'm going to have some chance, hopefully next week, to play with the grandkids again, and I'm guessing that after that I'll have enough of a feel for it that I can do my review for My Little Scythe / Pie in the Sky expansion. So you can look for that coming soon. It is a really cute game. The kids really love the little figurines that come with it. They like the pie fights and going around and trying to get the crystals and the apples. They had a lot of fun with it, and I did too. Very nice game. Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship. Now this one I don't think is quite available physically yet, or at least I think it might still be pre-ordered. It may be that it's starting to show up on people's tables. I haven't seen it in stores yet, but I haven't been in any stores recently either. But I played this one on BGA. I love Lord of the Rings theme. I enjoy Pandemic, and so I just jumped on, played a solo game just that one time. I really did enjoy the feel of it. I liked the way the mechanisms of the Pandemic system worked for the storyline of Lord of the Rings. And so I'm really looking forward to picking up a physical copy of this at some point and giving it a shot. Next up, Kohaku. Kohaku is one of my favorite comfort games. It's by Danny Devine and Gold Seal Games, and 25th Century put this one out. And I do have the one that's got the nice little acrylic figures. This shows the cardboard ones, but I have the clear see-through acrylic with kind of the 3D look on it. I don't know if any of these pictures show that version. But yeah, it's a really fun pattern building game. And it is just beautiful art, and especially, like I said, I've got that nice early version. The newer versions just have the cardboard, but beautiful game, really comfort game for me. Hutan, Life in the Rainforest. Played this one just on BGA. I tend to like tile laying, pattern building, and it was fun. I think it would be more fun to have these nice figurines and have that 3D look to it. putting the stacks of trees on there. So I'd like to play the physical game at some point, but I enjoyed the BGA implementation of it. Didn't rank it just because it's hard to say how much I might like it better or worse. I think I would like it quite a bit better with the physical version. Galactic Cruise. Now, this was an excellent game. Really loved this one. And it is beautiful. It's got that sort of Lacerda feel to it in the gameplay. It was, I think, art by Ian O'Toole, who does a lot of the Lacerda games. And it feels like that kind of a Eagle Griffin, even though this was put out by Kins and Key Games, and the designers are T.K. King, Dennis Northcott, and Colton Thompson. But you can see here with the figures, just really cool. And I have my copy sitting right here beside me, ready to unbox. But I played a friend's copy. And this one, you're making these spaceships and sending them out, cruises. So you can see on this cruise ship, there's a burger bar. This one has laser tag and a yoga studio. And it's a really terrific puzzle of trying to figure out how to take the actions with your workers. And you've got big workers and small workers, and you can combo actions. And there's places you can put these little gear things that let you do the actions on both sides. Oh man, I really loved Galactic Cruise. So I'd like to play that one again soon. Hopefully I can teach that one to my wife once I get this unboxed, and once we can find her sometime. She's been even busier than me. Next up, Coffee Rush. Just played it on BGA. I kind of just fumbled my way through it. Wasn't really sure I was playing it right. It was a busy time. I didn't really have a chance to read the rules thoroughly, just kind of skimmed them. So I can't really say too much about that game. I would like to try it again. I do think, again, just like many of the games, it probably would be better on in person than on BGA, although the BGA implementation was smooth. But I'd like to try that again. Can't say too much about that one. Cities of Venus. This is a game that I did put out a review for, so I'll try to remember to put a link up here above. But this one is the Survivor's second in the trilogy of games, and it has some really cool features. There's polyominoes, there's dice rolling, there's dice manipulation, all kinds of fun things in this game. So I won't say too much about it here, but if you want to check out my review, please do that. Cities. Played a physical version of Cities, and this is one that, Cities is one that I'd been wanting to play for quite some time, and we were staying with some friends over the April time frame and got to play their copy, and it was really fun. It's cute. I have it back ordered, or pre-ordered, I guess. I ordered it a long time ago with a pre-order of Indonesia, and so it's still on hold until Indonesia gets finished and ready to send out. So, but I'm looking forward to getting this one in the collection, playing it a few more times. My first play was enjoyable. Really cute game. Pretty simple and straightforward. Pattern building, tile laying. Nice game. Castles of Burgundy. One of my all-time favorites. I won't talk too much about that. I've talked about it many, many times. Try to play that either on BGA or with the physical copy frequently. APR I played on BGA recently. APR is another one I've talked about before. It's Bees in Space, and really fun game. I have played the physical version of it and do vastly prefer playing the physical version of it. There's just enough going on that sometimes these kind of games on BGA, I don't want to take the time if I'm on my phone to try to read all the fine print and stuff, and so the physical game is much more fun to me than the BGA implementation. Although it is a nice implementation, it's better than not playing at all. But I look forward to getting that one back to the table, the physical version. After Us played on BGA, I've talked about that one before. I would really like to try this one in physical form. I haven't ever played it in the actual physical game, so would like to try that sometime. Seven Wonders Architect. Taught that to some friends. They're kind of getting into the board gaming hobby. They've played a lot of Splendor, a lot of Ticket to Ride, and I've been introducing them to quite a few new games recently, and they are really falling in love. In fact, it was two couples. One of them just immediately that night ordered Seven Wonders Architect. They love that one so much. I taught them also Cities of Venus Survivors, and we'll talk about Flip 7 soon. That's another one I taught them. Tikal, played a couple times on BGA. I really enjoy Tikal. It is a nice, again, tile layer, pattern building, trying to block people off. It's a Kramer Kiesling game from Ravensburger. And I have the physical game and just haven't played the physical game yet. So I picked it up from a person who is selling a lot of older games. And yeah, I'd like to try that. The BGA implementation of this is super smooth though. And I'm wondering if it'll actually feel a little bit cumbersome in person. Although I did play the Java physical game because I got Java and Tikal together as a set. And really did like Java, and that didn't feel too clunky. So, maybe Tikal, we'll have to get that one to the table with the physical version soon. Sky Team, I've talked about numerous times playing that on BGA with Ian from Where There's a Wilz, There's a Play. Check out his channel. I'll try to remember to link that down below. Enjoying our plays of that, actually playing a game currently with him on BGA. Patrician Towers of Influence is another one. I saw this at Barnes & Noble. Almost picked it up as like 12 bucks. And it's a cute little game. It's got a pretty decent production. It's got an interesting area majority kind of play with some cards that you're trying to sort of outmaneuver people with your cards. Really enjoyed that one, Patrician. So I'd like to play. We did play the physical version. I don't know if that's online or not, but really good one. Welcome to, what is that? What's the subtitle there? Welcome to your new home or something? Your perfect home, yeah. And just played sometimes on BGA. I've never actually played the physical game, but played some solo games, played with some other people. It was nice. It's a fun flip and right game. Bonsai, played both physical and BGA games of Bonsai. Still really love that. It's kind of like Kohaku. It's one of those sort of easy, settling into the night, feels comfortable, calming. Yeah, really fun game. Fromage, played several times on BGA and one time in person. And I like the BGA game, but boy, the in-person game, I'm so tempted to pick up a copy of this, but I have so many games, I don't know if I need to add another, but this is really unique. It's got just terrific design, terrific production, and it's got these 4 kind of mini games, and it spins, and you're trying to time out your workers, and they stay out there longer or shorter depending on how strong or how weak of a action you want to take, and you're trying to have the right workers at the right times, and yeah, it's really fun. I really enjoy both on BGA and physical, but you can see it has just incredible table presence. And they recently had another Kickstarter now with the Italian one. I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't back it, but I have so many games on my shelf that I'm still trying to play. I'm trying to cut back on taking new games into the collection. So as much as I loved it, I'm just going to have to keep playing on BGA or when I have a chance to play with our friends. And then the last one, Flip 7. Flip 7 is one I've introduced to students, introduced to friends, played with the kids, grandkids. It's like blackjack meets Uno, and everyone that has played it has found it pretty easy to understand and really likes it. You're trying to just basically flip cards until you get a duplicate of some number. So like here you can see they've got a 4 and a 10 and 11. If they get a 4, 10, or 11 now, they bust. And so you're trying to flip hopefully 7 cards that are unique numbers. And if you can do that, you get a 15-point bonus plus the value of the cards. If you pass before you flip 7, you just get the value for your cards. But there's these other Uno style cards. You know how there's a skip, a draw 4 in Uno. There's a second chance card in case you do flip a second of a certain number. Then you can like throw that out and get rid of risk. There's a flip 3. There's a freeze. There's these other cards that are fun to play on yourself or on other people. So it is just one of those games that everyone that I've played with has really enjoyed it and played it with a lot of different groups. So it's one of my most played games of 2025. So if I'm looking at this, the best back to the table game for me, I could always say Castles of Burgundy because it is just one of my favorite games of all time. And I'm going to give it to Fromage this month though, because I had just played it on BGA and getting to play that physical version was so fun. So that'll be my new kind of, sort of not new to me, but back to the table because I had played it several times on BGA. So it's kind of cheating maybe a little bit. But my favorite new to me game has to be Galactic Cruise. Now, Wild Wild West was very good. Lord of the Rings Fate of the Fellowship on BGA, very good. But Galactic Cruise, I could see that rising up and being one of my top 10 games. It's just really excellent. So there you have it. March, April, and May 2025. The 23 games, 39 gameplays. I'll be trying to put up my June gameplays here in the next week or so keep an eye out for that on my channel coming out soon. And then early August, hopefully posting up the July plays, which will be huge. I won't talk about all of them because there's probably going to be closing in on 80 games in July, so I'm really grateful for that. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about any of these games, leave those in the comments. If you've played some of these and you like them, don't like them, tell me why down in the comments. I'd like to have a dialogue there with any of you that are willing to do so. As always, thanks for watching. This is BillyIndiana, signing off.
Oh.